Connection is not a soft skill, it is the skill. Everything else is downstream. Teams think they have a communication problem when what they usually have is a connection problem. I am here to bring people back together. Human connection is not one thing. It's how we communicate, it's how we build trust, it's how we lead, how we show up for each other in the smallest moments. And human connection drives performance. Organizations, they don't lose their best people because of compensation. They lose them because somewhere along the way, someone stopped listening, stopped showing up, stopped making them feel as if they mattered. That's a connection problem, and it's fixable.
Rachel Mahoney is a communication and leadership expert,
the author of The Relatable Leader and also Relatable.
Media personality.
I'm Rachel Mahoney. I'm an expert in communication and human connection. I combine my master's in psychology and my law background and my experience running a startup to help bring people back together. And so I wanted to understand and I wanted to really gather what are teams looking for from their leaders. Because like many of you, I'm exposed to so much thought leadership around leadership. And so I had an idea. But when I did my study, the top trait shocked me. Because the top trait that came back was respect. I thought that was a given. Respect is kind of like air. We don't even think about it unless it's not there. And then it's all you can think about. I've never met anyone who switched jobs when they felt seen, heard, and valued. Half of what you write is being misread. Most of what you are saying is being half heard. And the person across from you right now, they need just a little bit more of your attention. My company did a proprietary study where we found that 83% of people have felt unseen. 43% of people feel invisible at work. That's 1.5 billion people walking in and wondering if they even matter. When people feel invisible, they don't just underperform, they mentally check out. They stop contributing ideas and they do the absolute minimum. And eventually they leave and they take their knowledge and their relationships and their contributions and potential with them. It is organizational hemorrhaging. Nobody ever quit because they thought the mission statement wasn't inspiring enough. We think we know what our teams need. We have a budget for it and everything. We gave everyone a standing desk and we call it wellness. Well, guess what? Dave is still miserable. Dave is just now miserable on his feet. Connection is not inspiration, it is action. And the organizations that understand that, they don't just feel better, they perform better. That is the ROI of connection. People hear relatability and think it's a personality trait, something you either have or you don't, and that's not what my research shows. Relatability is a set of skills, and they can be taught, practiced, and measured. Research shows it takes people 60 seconds for someone's perception to shift of who you are, to start sharing, is to start identifying what do we have in common. Listen, I'm not saying to pick up the phone with your client and be like, what do you like? Do you like golf? I love golf. That's not what I'm trying to aim for here. But what I am trying to aim for is what if we did ask a couple questions? What if we did have a different kind of conversation? So this is the part where I get a little jealous of other speakers. Everyone has these great acronyms and they get to fit their teachings into something like LEAD or SPARK or STAR. And I have tried, trust me, I have tried, but all I have is KAKAI. Connect, communicate, inspire. But KAKAI is the map to relatable leadership. A title makes you a manager. Curiosity about your team makes you a leader. And when we achieve belonging, people are less likely to quit and more productive. Your greatest power as a leader is not in control or knowing all the answers, it's in your willingness to be human. Relatability is not a technique. It is absolutely transformative. You will never remember the leader with that big, fancy corner office. You're gonna remember the leader that made you feel seen and heard and that you mattered. There's a story that stayed with me for quite some time, and it was in Panama City Beach, Florida. A family from Georgia was there on break, and there's two children playing in the water while the rest of the family's on shore. And these boys, 8 and 11, end up caught in a riptide. And they get swept out. And they're screaming and they're crying. And the mom gets up without even thinking and swims out and gets stuck herself. And then the grandmother does the same exact thing. Then the cousins do, until there are 9 members of this family stuck in a riptide, 100 yards out. And a police officer, a trained emergency professional, goes in and starts to swim out and turns back because he realizes this is too much for me. And so the people on the beach that are sitting there, and there's no lifeguards on duty at the time, but all the people on the beach are thinking, oh my gosh, I am witnessing a tragedy. And a woman on the beach stands up and says, what if we link arms? And one person turns into 2, turns into 3, and into 10, 20, 40, 80 people linked arms. Some of these people couldn't even swim. And they went all the way from the shoreline to 100 yards out. That is a football field away into the ocean. And you know what they did? They were able to get every single one of those family members back to shore safely. And I look at this story and I think about those people on the beach and I think that's leadership. That's the power of connection. We are more powerful and we are better when we are connected to one another. We are stronger and more capable. And that is my invitation to you today. Who are you willing to link arms with? Because the future of leadership, the future of connection is not the loudest voice in the room, it's the person who's willing to reach out first.